Happy days. It's time for some FACEIT League. It's the return of Master Tuesday. For this one night only, we get our Master Tuesday ready to roll. Let's go. Let's go. You've got Young and Beautiful taking on Kafe Kintsugi here for tonight's matchup, and one I have been very much looking forward to. Let's look at some standings. Let's just delve right into it. That's enough of my ugly mug. We got Young and Beautiful coming in at 2-0, where, I mean, it's the other thing here with Season 6. I mean, our teams have anywhere from 2 to 4 games played, so it makes the standings a little wacky looking, right? So, Yab showing in 8th, more likely in 2nd. Let's pull up our strength of schedule. Let's pull up our record. Yab have beat Rotation and Extinction 0. The first couple of weeks of NA Master have been a little slow. Like, there hasn't been a whole lot going on as far as really telling matches. Now, Extinction 0 here have actually played more than most. Went over to Pure, actually very telling. Went over to Pure is a strong dub. I have to Pure at 6 with Extinction 0 at 9th. So, what do we learn from this? Is that's actually a pretty good win. That's actually a pretty good win from Young and Beautiful. That, coming in 2-0, Extinction 0, actually could end up being one of your top 8 teams here. Could be a playoff contender. A noteworthy win out of the Yab squad. How about Kintsugi coming in 1-1? I believe lost to Midori. Lost it to Pure. Well, there's some transitive property going on there. Extinction 0 beat Tapure, and Young and Beautiful were able to beat Extinction 0. Tapure are the ones to hand Kintsugi their only loss of the season. It was a 3-1. Yeah, I need you to update those power rankings. These power rankings that we had up on the screen, these are from before week 3. These are still fairly early in the season. These are just initial impressions. Probably a little bit of adjustment needs to be done here. We had Young and Beautiful in our 2nd slot. With I have Kintsugi here in the 4th slot. Young and Beautiful are one of your favorites in the division. AST, I feel like, has just been looking better and better each season here in 2025. Is backed up by I love this support line, Neptune and Anyun. Like, what an awesome support line. These are 2 veteran players. Anyun, played with NYXL there towards the end of Overwatch League. Neptune has been a competitor here in Path to Pro for, I feel like as long as I've been casting, which is a while. I did a interview with Neptune back in my old podcast back in the day when Contenders was still going. Like, that's so you get this really veteran, and actually Chopper, a veteran player here as well. Alongside, like, AST to me is a bit of a newer face. Alex, I don't even really know. Alex could be a veteran under a different name or just somebody I'm not recognized. But with names like Solsei and AST in here, these 2 names in particular are names that I feel like I've seen just pop off and are really kind of on their power lift right now. As far as, like, just kind of hot next stops coming up here through the NA scene. Kintsugi, I feel, is so much potential here on Kafe Kintsugi. There's been numerous name changes. This is the 4th name for what is the core of this roster. Earlier in the year, this was Rat Academy, then went to Uni Academy, was TFT at the start of this season before getting picked up by the Kafe org. A lot of that same potential, a lot of the same punching power, a lot of that same synergy built from the Calling All Heroes circuit, and this is kind of where this team met. I think you've got 2 of the most exciting and just eye-popping DPS in Winter and Lich on the squad. I love this duo so much. I feel like there's a lot of personality here. I feel like there's a lot of pop-off potential here. And I think both of these gamers could fight their way up into OWCS. This DPS line is very exciting. And Santana is just a champion. It just feels like a champion through and through. And then you've got you've got Hutch, who's a little bit newer, played in the collegiate scene, but I've heard good things about. I mean, from people like when I was interviewing Scuffed. Scuffed was complimenting Hutch. And April has been in the competitive scene for some time. It's just a name change. But April, you may not recognize the name, but make no mistake, this is a veteran competitor here for Kintsugi. I mean, again, this squad still, UDA was a favorite of mine for last season. I thought was an absolute favorite of season 5. I don't think is a favorite here. I think Yab and Daystar have kind of taken that away. I mean, Boop Troop, the way Boop Troop's playing right now, holy cow. But I think Kintsugi are very much still like a dark horse, huge dark horse potential. I don't think there is really a limit to their ceiling. I think if Kintsugi get hot, they can absolutely just go number 1 and win the division. 100%. I absolutely believe that. We had Young and Beautiful choosing Ilios and choosing to go on the attack here for this first map. We had an Arisa ban here from Kintsugi. We just had Wuyong drop today. No Wuyong in FACEIT League just yet. OWCS will have the new hero. FACEIT League as of right now will not. But we're working on it. We're working on it. We did get a Somber ban. Looks like in here from Young and Beautiful. The Somber Brand feels directly at Lich. Both teams pulling out the D.Va. I've seen the D.Va becoming more and more meta, it feels like. Now, of course, this is with the absence of Wuyong. Now, maybe D.Va is with, Wuyong becoming a thing here. Oh, I love the Porsche skin so much. I love these sounds so much. Beautiful attack up into the high ground there from Santana right out of the gate. Chopper is able to fend it off. Suzu used to protect April in return, and it looks like Kintsugi are going to try to hold up on this point. Santana's a little bit low, but grabbed the Mega in this hallway and is still kind of harassing this top side. We'll pick up Chopper and clean off a little bit of this balcony. But, we've had a little bit of a do-si-do, and that's resulted in Yab. If you press tab while spectating. Yeah, no, you can do that. No, I just thought it'd be cool. Yeah, no, you can do this all you want, but how cool would it be if this just had like a KD on it, right? Just like an in the moment like damage output. So yeah, I was just saying like it would be a lot more useful as opposed to showing our hero levels in the mid-match to show like mid-game stats. I just think that would be really neat. They're like so close to a great idea. Okay, anyway, sorry. I got distracted. Here, let's turn that off. Speaking of distracted. And I mean, I love like being able to turn it on and off. Like, keep that. But just have it, maybe cool if it's like random numbers. It'd be cool if it was something like, how many boops, like, if it popped up a random number every time you opened and closed it, like a random stat. Okay, I'm cooking a little too spicy here. We got a little pick from Santana, just a little pick, a wee little pick. D-Mech in on to AST. We'll prop the self-destruct. I don't think Santana got... Yeah, Santana's going to have to pop that selfie as well. So the sound barrier on the point. Alex executes April. And they're denied their sound barrier. This is going to be a huge advantage for Young and Beautiful in this fight. Now, Lich and Winner were not told that it was supposed to be a huge advantage for Young and Beautiful. They turned around and like killed 3 between them. Now there's just Chopper and Neptune left on this point. All right, April won't make it back to contest, and it's going to be a regroup. Kind of both teams fall back to their respective corners. Winter position down low, being able to push in with the Tracer. Looking at the blade out of Lich here at the start of the fight. Immediately finds Chopper. Climbs up to the high ground. Quick combo to finish off Annie. It's a nice little two-piece. Exactly what you needed out of that blade. It should be enough for a Kintsugi flip. Winter will find Alex. playing on this Tracer here, and I love, so Winter spent all of, whoops. I was about to start glazing your Tracer here, Winter. Damn it. Winter spent all of season 5. You're kind of playing more flex DPS there for Amplify, where we had traditionally seen her playing, you know, hit scan. So now, I mean, kind of has the ability to, you know, throw in this Tracer alongside being able to pull out a nasty Sojourn. It makes for a very versatile DPS player to have on your team. What do you know? Stop the Deadeye on that one. Stop the Cassidy. 47% on the board and counting. Quick pick on the Lich. Yeah, so you do have Winter come in to try to prevent that Kafe. Kintsugi rush is going to get invested into this 4v5 from Kintsugi. I guess it's Kintsugi rush? Huh? All right, something like that. April in a bit of a 1v2. Lich trying to make their way back into this fight. Santano trying to hold on point. Meanwhile, Winter trying to fight it out on Cage. It looks like the fight on point has been lost, and a Kintsugi rush might just secure this round. It looks like the kill feed will line up with the Gong of Death. And yeah, take round 1. Speaking of hitting tab, though, I need to remember to do this more on control. You know, I kind of got in the habit of it on, like, escort, but I'm not in the habit of doing it as much on control. April 0-3, unusual for Lucio. I think you'd like to see your Lucio a little bit more involved. Well, maybe it just was the nature of maybe April sticking with Santana more than, you know, helping Winter out in the flank duel, since we have a double flex DPS look, you know, with Chopper being the only hit scan, and we'll stay that way. You know, ends up with your 2 DPS kind of pairing up, and well, I mean, April's up here on top as well. April playing very aggressive. Neptune, actually, despite 3 flankers, Neptune moves in and finds Lich immediately. Alex is gonna pile on another one, and it's a quick +3 here for Yap. I love the idea. But see, now Winter's like, all right, fine. Let's get into this iron. Sounds like Lich putting pressure in on the point. Just a slow, methodical pushback of Yab off of the high ground. We already get the drop down from Santana. Ooh, but Lich gets caught, so that right flank has been cleaned off. Let's keep an eye out for Alex, yeah. Kind of pushing in through Cage. It's Chopper who moves in, find that second kill. Was playing off that inside. Oop, that's a 1 health. April lockdown. Another good fight win here out of Young Beautiful. Going to the third fight. Hutch is about 15% away from this Kitsune rush. This is an awkward spot to try to throw a rush down. It really is an opening pick from Winter. Same approach from the top. Same result, just a little bit of poke back. Chopper takes a lot more damage this time in that. Kitsune rushes both thrown all over the objective. ASD will make it back into the mech off of this corner. A lot more ults available here for Yab, as this could be their final fight to take the map, and it's going to be a sound barrier invested in her early at the start of the fight. Winter's going to go ahead and respond with this Deadeye. Ooh, had a skull there on the AST for a moment, but didn't pull the trigger on it. Rolls back into the cover through Cage, trying to find Alex, but just cannot locate the Tracer. Chopper finds Pair, and this is going to be Young and Beautiful. Close it out, map 1. We'll get Kintsugi going into the attack. Heading into Circuit Royale here for their map pick in map 2. What do you want to ban? What do you want to ban? It's a Ramatra ban. Look at some stats there from map 1. Felt pretty Yab heavy. And it will appear that way. Neptune goes 12-0. Neptune goes 12-0 versus April, who goes 0-6. Main supports. Quite the stark contrast there. Let's see what stands out. Chopper with most damage in the lobby at 6.6k. AST with most nothing. It's actually Alex with most elims at 19. And we talked about Neptune went deathless there through that first map. We had a Ramatra ban from Kintsugi. It was a Venture ban in from Young and Beautiful. Get ready for map 2. Rod, we're trying to get Young and enabled ASAP. The importance, FACEIT League, being on the same patch and having the same heroes available as OWCS has been passed along. I mean, that is, you can't overstate that import. We'll get into map 2. I kind of want to bring the soap cutting back. I had somebody say the soap cutting was actually helpful. I'm all about helping some neurodivergence. I understand that completely. There you go. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of a cast Symmetra defense. My winner's taking a quick shot. We're going to swap over to a Hanzo. Santana comes out on a Orisa. I don't know why I just tried to call the Orisa the cast. It's the horse, not the cowboy. Save a horse, ride a cowboy, something like that. Ooh, Chopper rolls the wrong direction. We'll end up first pick. Taking the cast down, fairly important pick here. You have lost your Mei in that approach, but Kintsugi does have, close respawns. I mean, just a lot more punching power, a lot more staying power with able to find that kill onto the cast. And you just don't look at how far this defense is getting pushed back. I mean, just absolutely on roller skates. They don't have the punching power to deny the space, at least not until they get to this third corner. And winner already, 75%, 80% towards this first ultimate. Man, and Matrix thrown in early here from Aniun. Scares off, or at least forces the retreat out of Kintsugi, but they're going to have their own window as well as some dragons to fight their way back into this. Dragons thrown across the corner. Santana trying to maximize this split. What a weird Ant Matrix there from Hutch. Hutch does get popped, but the map has absolutely been flipped. Immortality thrown down for the retake here from the defense. They try to push back on this objective. Chopper's going to drop a Deadeye in that endeavor as well. And you just got a Lich cryo freezing. April gets hit by that Deadeye. No shot! Winter 1 finished off by Alex, and the card is stopped at 2.5 meters. I need this to be a map 5 banger because I just started making biscuits and gravy. Oh, Maddie, are you making homemade biscuits and gravy? Oh my goodness, you are a gamer after my own heart. Or should I say stomach? My goodness, one of my absolute favorites. Speaking of winner in the Ryu outfit, by the way, the Ryu skin. One of my favorite skins in the game. Sound barrier tossed in from April. Photon barrier still in play here. And their own beat fading. Everybody just kind of caught in the corner. A little bit of tiny Overwatch inside this room. ASD will get demedic. I mean, just let us some tiny Overwatch. What is going on? Eddie gets 2 in that. My goodness. I don't know. I mean, how many times you see an actual genuine team fight take place in this hallway? The chaos. The humanity. That's what I'm talking about. Santana goes right. Reinhardt Gaming. And Matrix in play. Lich is able to go through the clothing store, get the Blizzard in. That looked pretty good. Dragon's coupled in on top. A lot of low health bars. And that's going to be a big pin from Santana. Just completely pincered. Left Chopper on the chopping block there for winner. And the Reinhardt swap does this defense in. Collapsed under the weight of the Santana hammer. Yeah, Nevis, I don't know. No Soldier Freya here. Winner's rocking the increased projectile size of Hanzo. And we did get a little bit of that, that both mid-season of season 17. Deadeye up from Chopper here just to stop the roll. Oh, doing something cheeky. 2 skulls. 2 down. What a teleport. Smart play. Winner and April caught completely flat-footed. Chopper ends up with 3. And Kintsugi end up on the back foot with about 2 minutes to go. Cinnabar saying both Soja and Freya took nerfs. Soja lost both of her perks, right? Freya lost the updraft perk as well. So they did. Both of them took pretty significant nerfs. Photon Barrier in play here from Alex. Here, let's just go to the... Oops, speaking of neurodivergence, unfortunately, our favorite neurodivergent microwaver is fallen in this fight, at least unfortunately for this defense. But Chopper here to hold the line for Young and Beautiful. Matrix in play from Hutch. Ooh, you're just trying to see if they can pin AST down. AST's in trouble. There's going to be the Immortality Foam coming out to try to save the Orisa, and the Sound Barrier thrown in. That's a lot of resources, but AST makes good on it and just runs down Lich. Just like a freight train. Went straight for the Mei. Takes the Blizzard out of this fight. And what was looking like, may have been kind of a waste of defensive resources ends up being the start of a beautiful clapback. A beautiful slingshot there from this defense. Santana's Cuba's shield. AST running the Coward's perk, speaking of shields. That's gonna be the Hadouken thrown in there from Winner. No clue where those dragons went. They're gonna chase Chopper out of this hallway. Blizzard. Okay. I think Blizzard is isolate AST. AST tries to solo Terra Surge April. Meanwhile, on the front line, Alex has managed to find a kill on the Lich. 3 seconds on the clock, so Santana is just kind of locked onto this cart. April is here, so okay, I guess you could send your tank forward if you really want to. Lich returns on a Tracer. No ultimates really for either side. Anium's Ant Matrix could actually be enormous. We'll see if Kintsugi can fork the Ant Matrix out before they emerge. If Anium's able to rotate, yeah, this is going to be tough. Very difficult to now sit on this cart. Double damage from the entire squad coming your direction. Oh, and that's a pretty gnarly Charlie Niner off the objective. It was absolutely forced. You can see, even if Kintsugi stuck around for even a split second longer, they were all going to be back in spawn, so. Not exactly a Charlie Niner, definitely a forced play from that Ant Matrix from Anian. Oh yeah, Soj, they kept double slide and 150, but they got rid of they got rid of the adhesive siphon and made it into a slow. That's what it was. But they kept double slide and 150 overclock. Oh, is that they just took they take 25 health off of Soj?
Attackers incoming.
Someone needs to fill this out.
Man, I give more lethality to the best flex DPS. You talking about Venture on that one? Or you talking about Tracer? You're talking about Tracer moving up to 6 damage again. I think either of those are viable. I don't remember what changes Venture got to, perfectly honest. I was working in editing and stuff all day. I've looked at some of the perks. I didn't check to see if there was what other patch notes there were, to be perfectly honest. I mean, a one and done here for this first fight. Yeah, around the second quarter. I'm looking very strong here early. We're not going to retake. That fight was late enough. Going Ryan into Diva Mirror to force the Orisa swap. Stolen Dilduck's idea? Nice. Why Awaken, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Defense will hold here. It was a very awkward fight kind of on these stairs. I didn't see what initially started. There was an early kill from Kintsugi as I was reading Nogfriend in chat. AST taking up below half health. That wall coming in to deny some healing. Let's just fall back for a moment. And Matrix now in play from Anion. Good disengage, is able to get around the corner. AST actually takes quite a bit of damage in that exchange. April is going to get a significant advantage on this sound barrier. We're going to try to use this aggressively. Both of our Deadeyes coming out. Showdown, the OK Corral. A little bit of a teleporter in play for Chopper, but they're not able to use it to get the double piece this time. Under pressure, AST is low to try to go pursue this kill. Winner stands tall. The Cassidy. Ooh, but the reback is good. And there it is. Point is cleaned off while all this is taking place. Yeah, we'll take map 2.
Play of the game.
Oh, the Genji Dash perk. Yeah, I want to see that in action too. And it's gonna be a Diva ban. Let's go look at some stats there from map 2. What a weird patch. There's so much to keep on top of with all this. Oh, sorry, those were map 1 stats. Excuse me, map 1 stats. Let's look at some map 2 stats. Is Neptune still not died? Neptune is still not died. Neptune's still perfect. Neptune is Satan confirmed. Unkillable demon confirmed. Was Sojourn's health being changed like the only change? Oh, recall got nerfed. Recall went from 12 to 13 seconds. They added a second to recall. Oh yeah, they got rid of the smarter excavator from Venture. And did you empower it with E to increase? Yeah, that's weird. That's so clunky. Of course, double swift step is now gone. Our first match with looking at on this new patch. All right, we're getting ready to get into Kings here. It was a Kiriko band. Speaking of, coming out from Yep. How about inside the phone booth?
5, 4, 3,
AST goes into the hazard here with the Diva being banned out from Kintsugi in map 3. Ram has Tracer, Soj, Lifeweaver. What did Ram get? Ooh, what did Haz get? Alright, here, I'll go check. Let's go. We'll watch it. Throw a little Haz up. I was just looking at Haz. I didn't remember seeing anything change to the base. Oh, it only refills the ammo while dealing damage. And then knockback damage reduced on Jagged Wall. Health reduced from 400 to 350 overall on the Jagged Wall itself. So, yeah, Hazard definitely took a little bit of a nerf. Doesn't seem to have affected AST on this defense, though. They will help finish off this first fight. And good hold out of Yab. You said Ram took a change to the base kit? Oh, because they changed Ravenous Vortex. Oh, and the base armor reduced from 300 to 250. Yeah. No longer interrupts horizontal momentum. And then the bonus armor from Nemesis form has been reduced, has been lessened by 50 on the Ram. Although that's banned here, right? Edian's gonna toss an Ant Matrix into this one. Lamp is down. Santana looks a little stuck. He's gonna go ahead and just pop a Terra Surge. The second fight goes to Kintsugi. Oh, Gambus. Good call. Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, notice cast was 250, not 275. I did notice that. And then obviously we got the 225 Soj here. Yeah, boosted by a sound barrier tossing from Neptune for this defense. And it's enough to find Hutch, and that'll just be a hold. Did they change like combat roll cooldown or anything? No, just the base health. They changed a couple of perks, but now, does anybody use the piercing shot? That's actually I gotta keep an eye out and see if we get any silver bullets. Any silver bullet enjoyers. Little flip of the map here from Kintsugi. AST has fallen, trying to push in as aggressively as they were. Sub-air used from April's enough to get this team out. Flawless fight here, actually, from Kintsugi. We have ended up with our sound barriers kind of offset from each other. Lucy Panda, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, also has a 1 second cooldown on block. Oh, that is a big one, Maddie. That is a big one. Good catch. Dueling Ant Matrices here across the Straits of Kings. As we have once again had this map flipped. I mean, Kintsugi love doing that, don't they? They're gonna go boop you off the point and start moving the point back the other direction. Winner's able to finish off that kill onto AST. Chopper is low. Lich will hunt them down, but you still have Alex here. And alongside Neptune, they've been able to find a couple of kills. Woo! The Ghost Melee there to finish off that final kill. So pretty there from Alex. ASC able to find April early, but trades themselves for it. Honestly, worthy here for the attacking Kintsugi. Alex lucky to get out of there one piece. Set up to try to make another stab at this pulse bomb. Goes back inside. Eats a flashbang, but gets winner with that pulse. Ends up being a trade for those DPS. Now heading up top, Lich is able to hunt down the Baptiste. Woo! Gets Neptune in the very next clip. 2 clips, 2 supports. Down under Lich's Tracer. And that should just be enough for the cap. We may see a stall here out of AST. They have an ultimate to work with. But Santana is aware of their position up in that window. There goes the downpour. It does catch Hutch. They will self-lamp. Deadeye comes out from Winter to try to prevent any further follow-up. But Alex has been able to make it out of the choke. Recall used and finds himself in a 1v2. Makes it back, finds the mini. Meanwhile, back on the point, we are in OT. 1.3 meters to go. Sound barrier in play here from April. Chopper has got an OC in play, but there's an Amp Matrix up on that high ground. Chopper not respecting it at all. Just wide peek on that Amp Matrix. Winner's able to pick up a pair, including the tank, and we get the cap here from Kintsugi. The other major perk is better. No silver bullet enjoyers. Yeah, I figured as much. I appreciate it, Nevis. Good feedback. Good feedback. Chopper behind an Amp Matrix just sounds like nasty business. One Santana will not make it through that crossfire. And this will be a good hold. 40 seconds remaining. Hey! We actually got one. We got a silver bullet enjoyer. Woo! Good headshot onto Alex. Let's see. Yeah, the silver bullet through an Amp Matrix. Oh, but railgun, still hurts. Santana and Tape, Terra Surge up, finds AST and traps them inside that mini room. This is gonna make some good progress here in the overtime and a long spawn there for AST to get back into this fight. So Alex is forced to hold down this cart, open up a little bit of space here. Chopper has the ultimate, doesn't even need it to melt through Santana. Sound barrier, ooh, in the pocket of Neptune. Winner's gonna pop a Deadeye. We'll pick up one, but this is as far as Kintsugi is going to get. That sound barrier in celebration of this defensive hole. I mean, Neptune died. This is the first time Neptune has died here tonight.
Initiating match.
Wait, really?
Ready for battle.
It's more practical. and quite dignified.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
In unrelated news, the gravy is thickening up nicely. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. Oh, making me hungry. Making me hungry. And Santana limping away. Alex trying to pursue. We'll get the kill with that deflect. Oh, back-to-back headshots from Chopper. Put Winter into the dirt. Oh, and another gorgeous headshot onto April. My goodness, Chopper. Chopper is back. Oh, my. Chopper from ages ago. From a time before perks and hazards. This gamer's been clicking heads. And man, that was a gorgeous three-piece. We're gonna get the dragons tossed in. Ooh. What is this skin from Winter? That's a cool skin. Oh, look at the disruptor shot. Oh, that's rad. I haven't even checked out the new skin. That's badass. Lots of time on the clock. Amatrix Warrior. Any of the Amatrices have been just spectacular. Chopper has also been spectacular. Chopper just kind of taken over here on this attack. It's unreal. Oof. Predictive shot finds the dome of Santana. Another one onto Hutch. And Chopper just in the groove. Oh, as I say that, finds themselves, at the brunt of April. But revenge in there from some friends. Cart continues to push. Oh, Glitch, where are you going? Glitch trying to go prevent the cap. Oh, Hutch does get that down, but I mean, it's just the Chopper. Chopper can't miss here on this attack. It's just been unreal. AST's gonna get a pair. Card slowly moving. Santana's looking very deep.
Recalculating.
I feel like we can't even take it off for Chopper Pop. Chopper is, I mean, just hit that flow state. Dash up top. There's the blade. Pulled by Alex. Gonna chase Winter away. Meanwhile, Chopper's able to find Lich with the storm arrows. Soundbarrier tossed in here from April to try to make this whole. Over 4 minutes left on the clock for this defense to try to make a stand. Soundbarrier, it lands from Neptune, albeit just barely. And they're gonna leverage that into a kill. AST is slept, but it's still looking like Yab have a tooth in this fight. Lich is able to find an important kill on a Chopper, but Neptune will put him down. And Young and Beautiful close out the 3-0. Aww. Unfortunate. GG's in the chat. Hutch with the rage quit of shame. Yeah, it was our only match tonight. So from either expert or master division. Chopper Chopper definitely the kind of the story here on Kings. Whew. And then we'll hit the Lucio with this mean one there. Oh, okay, I guess it was before or after there. Anyway. Great map from Chopper. Definitely your player of the map there for Kings Row. Let's see. Let's go look at some stats. Neptune maintains that we saw the 3 deaths and stays at 3 deaths. I think Neptune might. I mean, you go 2 maps without dying as main support. I'm kind of inclined to give it to Neptune. Like Neptune had a hell of a series. I mean, it felt like was. I don't know about lapping April, but like was completely running away with, you know, sound barrier advantage. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, just going perfect through 2 maps, 3 deaths in 3 maps. I mean, that's the kind of performance that gets you player of the match. Without hesitation, we're giving it to Neptune. GG's. Nobody beating Yab this season, says Proven. I mean, with that kind of performance, I believe it. With that kind of performance, I 100% believe it.